Affinity Xtra, be extra.
Don't worry, people. I won't do no voice. I had something in my head, but
we're not doing it.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing it.
We're not doing it because every time I look back at any show, and you always rebuke me every time I open the show like that, bro.
Absolutely.
Why do I always get rebuked? You know what I mean? Because man's doing next voice.
And you know, we didn't do the poll as well, which is why you're even more lucky that we didn't go for that one.
Yo, we got some catching up to do anyway today, people.
We have indeed.
And this is Blue who I'm talking to. Blue, introduce yourself.
Indeed. How you doing, guys? It's me, Blue. Welcome back to the show with Roger as well. As we do, 7Sharp every Thursday at 7 o'clock sharp. We had a bit of a break. It's been a busy one. August just feels like a long time.
It's dedicated to the picnic.
It is. I mean, like when you're a child and you're going to school and college, then September is a nice time. But when you've got kids and responsibility, it just feels like prison work. I just feel like, not to say that I don't love my children, but man, the work you have to do over the half term to keep these boys entertained. Like back in the day, we would the back door was open, you go in the garden, or you go with your friends, and you come back when it's time to eat or go to bed. Like now, you have to have a plan every day for these children because they're bored too quick and there's too much TV.
Yeah.
Too much TV, man.
Listen,
like,
but we had one channel, man.
Wow.
No one channel. There's what
options.
Not one channel. We it's like you watch you had BBC or children's, and then you had like the summer programs in it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then you have to go. Okay, right. We've got Scooby Doo one time. Yeah. And you got Inspector Gadget. And when you tag team the two.
Yeah.
And when you've got like, you know what I mean, the more adult stuff, the baby stuff, then you just run out. You got, you know what I mean, you got all sorts. You got some reloaded stuff.
You had a good few options of TV.
Yeah.
And then, but now you've got like dedicated cartoon channels, dedicated films. And they're expecting like everybody's got Netflix or some kind of channel to be watching something. So now they don't obviously it so much. But I think sometimes too much is too much, man.
I think children are really good at watching children open presents. You know videos. You know what I mean? Don't you see the videos? They open up like but unboxing.
No.
Toys.
No.
Yo,
obviously, I'm
you
trying to
don't
watch
manage
my own kids
boys.
watching. Yeah, I don't buy my kids no gifts.
You say.
No.
But, yo, kids love watching the videos where people open up a door and all that business. You see this stuff?
Nah. But I'll tell you what I've been working on in the background about kids actually. So I'm not a massive reader. I read bits, but I won't read too much. But I've been encouraged to write. First of all, encouraged to do some research, which is long, and then encouraged to look at a book that potentially will come out at some point. I don't know. I'm putting no timestamp on this one. But it's going to be called, I don't know the title, but I know it's going to be around victims of technology. It's going to be about children.
Okay.
And technology and the fact that a lot of parents, I mean, I was going to go with something harsh like parents killed their children to death. Technology. Or something mad like that, because I think we've got a lot of kids today with technology.
Lazy parenting.
Madness, man. I saw a baby that couldn't even pick up its head, having its own like little...
Put them on for the iOS.
Oh yeah, man,
bro.
in front of the phone. Like,
bro, listen, man. Better go.
Yeah.
Put the password in, you know.
Yeah.
You're doing...
Child sitting on there watching technology, and then you got some parents that are like, "Oh, it's so amazing! My 2-year-old knows how to use a phone." I'm like, if that's what you're impressed with, that's terrible. Oh, like my 2-year-old never knew what a phone was. Never mind, should know how to operate a phone. I just think it's scary, like the amount of kids. And I know we're talking about it's a very technology world, but at the same time, some kids don't even know how to like roll down a hill.
Yeah, man.
Climb a tree. And all these kids have got allergies, man. Like we didn't have too much allergies when we were kids. Like it just...
I had no choice, man. Man get stung by weird, man. I remember getting something I did in the summer holidays was in the garden. And we had the flowers that blooming, yeah? And there's loads of bees.
Yeah, man.
So what I did is it started killing bees.
Yeah, man. Get sting up. Yeah,
yo, man. There weren't no reaction, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen.
Yo, but we're killing bees, you know, bro. Like bees, you know, bro. Like whisk, you know, bro.
Yeah,
what was I doing killing bees? Like,
listen,
that's a madness, man.
I didn't mind killing bees, and killing insects weren't a bad thing. But I was mashing up bees until that one day I watched that film, and it changed everything. Remember My Girl?
You said that.
The film My Girl.
My girl, yeah.
And Macaulay Culkin, I'm sure Macaulay Culkin looks like him, gets killed by the bees because he's gone back to get something for the girl.
Yeah.
And the bees sting him and he dies. And I'm like, rah. So
yeah, this is that serious, bro.
Yeah.
It is that serious. We just did not get that serious.
I didn't realize. I was like, yo, the gang up on you. Okay, cool. It didn't stop me though. I just thought like, if you look like the Milky Bar kid, then there's a chance you're gonna get taken out. But if you don't, then you're pretty safe. I was like, yo, I'm taking out these insects. But these kids today, the closest they want to get to bee is like on Google.
Yeah, man.
Or YouTube. Man. They're not doing the work to kind of like looking at these insects. So yeah, man, that's something we're gonna look at kids. But one thing the kids are not doing as well so much about
communicating.
They've always been terrible. But there's a moan about kids that don't even do so much sports nowadays. And so some of our big Olympians and our athletics people is in a short demand because we ain't got no kids that can keep up the mantle with these track runners and these weightlifters and these.
I'm gonna be rude, bro. You're back in the day when a mommy and daddy walk next to the child, you'll go, where's the mommy? There's the daddy. These days, you go, who's the mom? Who's the dad? Man, I wear make adult size clothes and they're 13 years old, and I'm going, okay. Back in the day, bro, everybody was active. Even if you see man big and strong now, you know what I'm saying? Every man was active, but every man was a baller. Everybody there. And then you get big when you get teenager and you name 2 burgers. Yeah? You know what I'm saying? You know, and everybody was active, bro. Everybody.
False ripe.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
False ripe.
You know what I'm saying? And when you just settle into your size in your 20s, people are settling into their size when they're 12.
Yeah.
And you're going, nah, that's not healthy.
And discipline's different as well. I want to bring it back to the subject of sport, but
go on.
Have you seen that thing on YouTube of that girl who screams at her mum? Let me see if I can find this. So it's a young Caucasian girl.
Yeah.
That's just white. But it's a young Caucasian girl and she wants something from her mum. She screams and shouts at her mum and says, I want that now. Give it me now or I'm going to broke up your stuff, and like proper shouting at her mum.
Yeah, I think that... Yeah, I remember we used to look at that. So people who are English, we used to laugh at English people because we thought it's only them that got faced with the parents.
Man.
Yeah. Oh, you seen the black picnic?
No, that's rude to them parents.
He robbed the shop.
No.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it. Did you send me that?
Oh, bro, guys, let me set this up, guys. Excuse the language, sorry, because I'm gonna do black kids because then we won't get in trouble. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So talk me through this before you kind of like.
Okay, right. So I'm minding my own business, bro.
Yeah.
Let me have a look. Let me see. Let me find it. Yeah, they are, man. There they are. Right. So, and 3 black children get locked in a store because they're robbing a store. Yeah. Now you let me know. We're watching this. You guys are gonna bring this up. Yeah. You let me know, what would you say and do if it was your son?
If it's my son?
Yeah.
I'm already going to prison. I'm already going to prison.
You know the ones, think about if you got caught on camera doing, these things, right? So let me show you this, yeah. So guys, excuse the language, but, let me be 100 with you. I know you listen to swearing on movies anyway, so, you know what I mean? Them days where you go...
Yeah, especially for Tyler Perry stuff.
You say, people Kirks these days, bro. You know what I mean? So they're cool with these things, right? So let me just set this up, man, yeah?
So this is Roger showing us some unruly kids.
Yeah, cool. So you ready?
Yeah, let's go for it.
You got like 10 seconds to open up this door. I swear to God, I'm gonna break this door. 10.
Get these little Teletubbies.
Fucking door. I'll call my mom. Call my mom. Bitch, I been knew how to count, ho. Show 4 out of that. Dad do that. You can open the door.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
Alright, so let me get this right. So these little pepper grain little pizza kids are arguing the teeth to shut.
Break this bitch. Break it. Go ahead. I'm gonna break some up in this bitch. I'm God. I'm gonna.
Imagine you brother open a store and your mom gets that video. You stole it.
No. Like, and the thing is, the kids come out in his pajama clothes as well. He's got his dressing gown and some slippers. No.
So they did that, and then they shot a video afterwards as well with their sister. Yeah. And she's like, "Yo, like, yeah. Just still no apology, bro. No apology. You know what I'm saying?
There's no remorse. There's
Are you sleeping, bro? Like, is it rude? Yo, what, bro? I can imagine if you did that madness, bro, and it got onto YouTube, bro. You might as well enjoy your last day with the mates. You know what I'm saying? You enjoy the last mate. You enjoy your last couple of hours of freedom, knowing that you get home late. You know, you get home extra late, so you have to just say, "Yo, whatever I do now cannot be worse than that video."
I remember when I was younger and I did something and got in trouble, and I ran to bed. And you know the ones where you go to bed and you force yourself to sleep because you're like, mom gets home, and I'm gonna get battered. And I got beaten out of my sleep a few times. But you know the problem today with a lot of the young people today, and I'm talking younger than us, is there's no remorse, man. There's no remorse in the things that they do. There's no accountability for the things they do. Like I've heard parents say things like, we can't control them, we can't manage them, and I'm like, at what point how is things so bad that you can't tell your child like the ins and outs, man? You know what I mean? And I don't know. I mean, some parents are quick to say it's not about the parents, it's about the choices of the children, which is understandable. Yeah. But then they've got to see it from somewhere. And if they don't see it from home, but they're not disciplined at home about some of that stuff, then you might as well just make them see it from home, because no one's telling them the consequences or the dangers of, listen, what you're doing is not okay. Parents
had shame back in the day, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But had shame. Your mum, you're walking down and you can imagine your whole street's watching you walk to home, you know, bro, knowing that you're gonna get good licking tonight.
Bust up. Bust and brock.
Is it? And everybody's just there go,
listen, you didn't want to get in trouble at all, but now they don't care.
Bro, they get recorded robbing a store, you know, bro. They're robbing a store
and calling the woman all sorts of names as well.
Bro, man was scared that police would not come anyhow near you. Imagine the police.
Hear that one siren.
Bro, even if the police are asking you just as a witness to a crime, your mum and dad go, why are you being policed? Why were you anywhere near to it? You know what I'm saying? Let alone robbing a store on YouTube and then saying, call my mum and call you and be.
Could there be a cultural difference? Because that was American, isn't it?
I didn't know Americanism, but bro,
that was American kids. At the moment, American kids
are the worst.
I don't know if they're the worst, but like if that was the UK, at least the kids would be wearing ballys. Because you've seen these little Teletubby 5-inch little kids walking around, hiding their face, and you're like, what are you hiding your face for? No one even knows who you are anyway, so hiding your face just adds on to the stuff that still knows who you are.
The American kids just came out of bed and just robbed the store.
He came out, man, in his dressing gown and his nan's slippers, crossing woman about teeth in her stuff and talking about open the door, I'm gonna brook it. Like that was me.
Bro.
I've got a clean DBS, but I'm just letting you guys know from now, I'm not recording what I'm gonna do. I'm just involving that boy's slipper is gonna be used and it's not used for walking.
Bro, listen, man. You know the one that's so. Imagine, I don't think they would have kicked off if there was a big black man security guard, man.
Yeah.
Is it? They would have.
Yeah, not at all. If me or you were standing in that shop and they were like, open the door, I'd have been like, listen.
But it's got big 2 chain keys on him, man.
Listen.
Oi. That's one thing, you know, man. Don't know who to fight. And then boy, listen.
I'd be like, listen, Scrappy dude, you need to go and put this stuff back. And then you need to go and wipe down the shelves. And then you need to go to bed.
I mean, know your mother.
Yeah, I don't even know your mum. But when I see your mum, I'm crossing her the same way I'm going to cross you.
Listen, I would say, listen, I know your grandma.
I know your auntie.
The
streets know your auntie. That sounds bad, actually.
We got to talk to your grandma at church this weekend. You know, I know what to say, No, we ain't been church since we were kissing. He said, I got church this weekend. Trust me, but that's.
But you know what, the worst thing is probably the parents would have said nothing anyway.
Yeah, man. I think it just shows you where we are at as just culture. Yeah. But I do feel like culture is going to kick back. You know what I'm saying? There's always that cycle. I'm not saying people get back to from the madness. It's got to change, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I see it with my son's generation. They're starting to self-manage because we're almost got a forgive me, but a dopey generation, which basically has, because of trauma, because of over discipline, they've under disciplined a next generation.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Saying, so people are proud to say, and we're not advocating beating children. It's not about just beating children. It's about managing behavior from a very young age. You know what I'm saying? Making them understand.
Yeah.
Because I coach young people. and I can see, but nobody's. They always question authority.
Yeah.
But don't just listen. They don't trust authority. You know what I'm saying? And maybe
true.
our own authority, how authority has abused us, we have just allowed our children to say, okay, cool, we're gonna throw the bathwater and everything out with it, and the picnic and everything and the toilet, you know, we're gonna dash it all out. You know what I'm saying? You know.
But you know what? I feel like, and this isn't an excuse for youth today's behavior.
Go on.
But I do believe that youth today have a lot mentally to contend with. Like when we were younger, I think our parents and grandparents did a lot to kind of, they're probably in their mind was probably safeguarding us from certain world stuff. So we didn't get to expose to so much stuff. But by doing that, they kind of stopped us from being allowed to access certain things until we were at an age where we were like, well, you know what? My mum said I can't do that, so I'm going to find out for myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why can't I go with that type of girl, or why can't I go to these kind of parties, or why can't? And that's probably because their own experiences. They experienced some stuff where they were like, when I have children, I'm never doing that. And I've seen our generation do the same. Listen, the way we got beat as kids, when I have kids, they're not getting beaten. And you're like,
it's your
all right,
youth
cool.
group. It's your youth group fault, isn't it?
It probably is, man. Like, yeah, but
Is it-
you know what? Though?
is it your youth group?
My beating was community beatings. I remember one time going to church, our old school grow up church, where I got clapped on one person,
Yeah.
then the other aisle clapped me, then someone I remember getting clapped by at least 4 people in the one day, and then told my mum, and then my mum clapped me, and they were like, it's our responsibility to help raise. So they probably thought that was added as I'm gonna clap him. Now at first I had that mentality of I'm not gonna slap my kids, and then I thought, well, actually, I'm going to clap them like the way they clapped us.
Oh, of course not.
But I'm going to discipline them. And if that means I've got to give him a little knock, a shove, a kind of like sit down and very stern, you have to, because we was never explained to. We were clapped up, but we weren't told. And I think seeing so much of these young people today, they're kind of like, you need to tell me why I'm in trouble. And they don't want to hear it. And I'm saying you have to rough them up, but you have to have that conversation of, listen, what you do has consequences.
But the thing is, everyone's a winner mentality. You know, the ones where who get first, second, third. Yo, we're taking part. I'm entitled.
Yeah.
They're asking me, yo, why I should start? No. How are you telling the coach you should start? When you know what I'm saying? Listen to what I want and what I'm looking for you. What I'm looking for, key cash. Listen to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They're just too. Yeah. And I think that people going to give them an inch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember being told
The staff.
Yeah, man, yeah. But I remember being told there's no medals for 4th place.
Bro.
And then nowadays,
Everybody gets a medal.
everyone gets a medal. And it's funny, I was watching something the other day where they said, I remember the days where there was actually a winner. And I thought, that's true. Because now these kids nowadays, like, everyone has to be told, oh, you're really good. Like, I suppose people remember negative stuff more. But if you're not good, you're not good. Some people have to say, yo, you're not good at this, man. Like,
simple, man.
done.
Simple,
Yeah, man.
simple, man. But you, bro, are like, you know, just I don't know, man. Guys, we're not cussing out for the youth. I think that I'll go to push back, and I'm seeing a sensible batch come through, even amongst the madness of traumas and this whole relationship culture online, where we always touch about this foolishness. We'll probably get to a couple of relationship dramas. I think they're formulating, seeing the ramifications that all go wrong in front of the face online. You know what I'm saying? So they're going, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking care of myself. So you're seeing things play out, man. But listen,
true.
I got another video for you, bro. Yeah, because I thought to this video when I couldn't wait to get Blue's opinion, because you know we are, you know, I'm trying to put beyond that black man, but just men better, just get our props out there, because
black men don't cheat. No joke. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a bad day. But now, Sha'Carri, the other day, Sha'Carri Richardson, I never knew she had a boyfriend. I thought she didn't do that. But that's, I thought that, you know, I'm straight up, I'm sure. And so, you know what I'm saying? Somebody said it as well, you know, I thought she was, but looks, obviously she does both, you know what I mean? So but she I don't know, does that sound wrong, or sound like an uncle there?
It sounds awful.
She likes apple and orange, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? She's not exclusive, you know what I mean? But so it shocked me, first of all, but she got put in prison, guys. She got locked up for this. Yeah. So
Well,
here's
first of all, we have to rewind because some people might not know who who she is. So so it's not Sha'Carri. We're not talking about the singer who talks about hips don't lie. No, this is an American athlete. Who's won many medals for coming first, not because she was on the track and got a medal for being fourth. So she's done very, very well in the career of athletics. And America, I'll give them their props. They do put a lot of their athletes to the same kind of level as they put most of their celebrities. We suppose we do it, but they're a bit more well known as well.
Her social media game's hot as well. Like she's on it. She did go through troubled time because she did get a ban. Before for smoking weed. She did. Smoking weed. But she's saying I was helping her relax because she was going through some issues with her mom. She had some problems. And she got grew up by her grandmother. So
she's from Texas.
Yeah, I think them states. I think
she's a Texan. I think you Texans are a bit different. But I think, but knowing her background, this is what she was about. And obviously she got locked up for something that usually, I would say, is it fair to say usually it's an issue.
It happens in the house.
Happens in the house, yeah, absolutely. And I think it's very silly of it. I mean, it was all over social media. I saw it a couple of times. I saw multiple different videos, and I was split on it. I ain't gonna lie, I was split on it.
Split on it. Let me play.
Play the video.
We can comment on the same time. Right. So look, so you got somebody in a cap, talking to another dude. A dude trying to walk away. He's trying to walk away.
She just boxed him in his face.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get
push him against the pillar, you know. He's at the airport, bro. How you pushing man like say that?
And he's not a small guy.
Yo, listen, he could uppercut. Yo, look, is she thumping in his head?
Yeah.
Yo.
What's interesting man in the head. She's pushing him around again.
And she dashed the headphones after the youth.
Was it her earphones?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah,
she just walked off.
She took his luggage as well, didn't she?
And look, all the feds are here going right, domestic. Imagine bro.
Typical film though that they come at the end of the dramas.
What's that?
Like the police come at the end.
Police come at okay, so what you saying about this then? Yeah, so I'm saying that basically the man showed this Coleman, his name, I think it's Chris Coleman.
Chris Coleman.
I think
athlete.
As a man, right? Now this is black on black crime, I would call this. Yeah. So I want to hear the stuff about we're picking, we're picking anybody. Now we have shunned. I'm a very much person who's anti-abuse. Anti-abuse, and black men are seen as one of the biggest people that execute violence, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And what's the perpetrators of this?
Yeah.
Particularly with dark-skinned men through media and different movies and so on. And Tyler Perry. And we are
we should probably go to his next film.
Probably. You know what I'm saying? And but to be honest, this guy showed restraint, not to clap back. Now, if he did this to her, but she's got bare endorsements
straight away.
Yeah, I'm saying, this guy is getting Shannon Sharped.
Yeah, he's getting cancelled. He's cancelled
because Shannon Sharp for me it's a different scenario, but it's the same scenario. It was he did something and it's not allegedly. Not even caught on camera, allegedly. And once the bro brought out the liquid tape audio and it was out of context, it could be used out of context, he was done.
He paid the money, which made it worse for Shannon.
Yeah.
So it's not even out of context. Like he paid money to keep quiet.
Yeah, but she can't come out to this.
She can't, and you know what? I think abuse is abuse, and I don't think it's right for any.
Did she abuse him?
100%.
So would you call this abuse?
This is abuse in so many different formulations. It's crazy. I don't know if formulations is the word, but think about it. So first of all, you can already see that she's demasculating him by talking to the side of his face in a way to try and get his attention to kind of like in a public space. You know what I mean? Like she's demoralizing him, belittling him. Word's gone today. But she's trying to make him look small in front of so much people already because she's crossing him out.
Yeah.
Then when she's not getting the reaction that she's wanting, she's bodying him, pushing him up at the corner, pushing him up in his face and still trying to get into his face. He did well by not saying nothing because he's kept the same decorum walking I mean, he could have been mumbling under his breath for all we know, but action-wise is he's trying to get away. He's walking with his suitcase. He's trying to get around there. He's trying to get where he's going. She's not getting the responses. And now she's kind of gone to what they like to call ape state. You're not listening to me verbally, so she goes physically. And then kind of becomes a minor by teething the man's suitcase and walking off like, okay, cool, you didn't do nothing what I want you to do, so now I'm going to take your suitcase. Now you're going to have to come and get me. So therefore, that's narcissist behavior. So I would say he did good for not doing nothing. Most people, black or white, Asian. Listen, even Homer Simpson would have gave her a roundhouse. Listen, Hulk Hogan might have come out and gave the atomic leg drop. That she would have, and I'm not saying it's justifiable.
And the man took the hits because he didn't even lift up his hand.
Yeah, man, didn't even protect himself. Yeah, like if that was a UK dude, Scouse out, boom, knock that weave out your head. No, I shouldn't say that, but. I do wonder if he's weave.
But yeah, he's weave, man. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, it's straight, bro. Yeah, she has weave.
Yeah.
But the thing is, for me, what annoys me now is that basically she's come back with some fake. Let me get to the apology because, like,
the apology makes me feel ill. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's not actually an apology. I think it's just wrong. Yeah. Here we go with the apology.
Okay.
Let me grab my water.
I might go grab water because he wants to get the patience out of it.
Yeah.
Y'all, it's Sha'Carri, and more than anything, definitely a lot of self-reflection.
Yeah, you need to self-reflect.
Understanding of not only putting myself in a compromised situation, but somebody that I have a deep care and appreciation for as well is something that...
You sure that's weave?
Bro, that's weave, man. Trust me. Because
you could just be blessed, man.
Bro, no. I mean, this is US here, yeah? You know what I'm saying? Sorry, guys, we're not analysing weave. Their sisters, you can comment. But straight away, bro, yeah, I have a problem with this already, yeah? Dress appropriately for apology, bro. Why are you dressing clothes so I can see it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't notice that until you just said.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dress appropriately, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all of a sudden... Because if you clapping up, man, you know, listen, she's
my situation, but somebody that I have a deep care
for.
Yeah, she didn't say she loves him.
Is it no love, you know? Bro.
The word partners as well.
What?
The word going out together as well.
Yeah, I know the partners. This is what I'm saying to you, bro. They're going out, bro, and the girl just basically
has a deep care,
bro. Is she using him as we would call it a beer the other way around?
Yeah.
You know, is she using him kind of like say, yo, public wise, you're my man, but I'm doing the next thing.
That's a big one there. Who knows? I mean, whether or not she was...
I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying what man's...
I mean, even if she was playing the field and using the guy as kind of like a public figure, a relationship to kind of mess around behind the secrets.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to say is cool. Doesn't give it a justification to hit him. And also, the apology is not apology at best. It's just kind of an update to say, here's what happened, and I'm sorry I got caught. But then you got to remember as well, this to me was kind of, that doesn't seem like it's out of the blue. That looks like something that's happened behind the scenes before, where now it's now a public thing. Because that was a new thing.
That was not new.
Yeah, that's not new.
That's just, you know what I mean? If you see something there, but like, look, she's smiling, bro. She's smiling.
Y'all, it's Sha'Carri, and more than anything,
no tears.
Definitely a lot of self-reflection, a lot of understanding of not only putting myself in a compromised situation, but somebody that I have a deep care and appreciation for as well is something that holding myself accountable. I see myself. I'm taking this time to not only see myself, but get myself a certain level of help that overall is going to reflect who I truly am in my heart, in my spirit, and not allowing this moment, but accepting this moment to be more. And so my only thing is I want to be more, not even just for myself, for my family, for my fans, and overly appreciate y'all supporting me and showing up and even holding me accountable to being my best self. So more than anything, I refuse to my family, for my fans, and overly appreciate.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just like,
really.
bro.
It means nothing.
That's the most lamest, lame. Bro, like, listen, right. at least plan a thing properly.
Yeah.
Where's your pastor in the corner? You say straight away, I got BB Winans behind me. He's gonna be mentoring me through this. You know the one there still, but she's a big time artist, man.
She's not Christian though, is she?
Bro, listen, man. I'm seeing the man back up them pastors. I've got Bishop. Yo, even if you got Jamal Bryant, you know what I mean, bro?
You know what's funny?
Bro, get Jamal Bryant behind you to say, listen. And I'm not saying he's legit, but I'm saying at least make an effort of who's going to work with you, sis. Who's working with you
now? If Jamal Bryant was a pastor,
yeah,
we'd see the exact same video.
Oh, come on. My boy Jamal, you know, big up to Jamal.
Bryant, not big up to Jamal at all, man. That Tyler Perry group. Listen, like he's the same.
He said, bro, gonna spit spars, you know, bro.
Listen. Do you remember she got in trouble for smoking weed? It's probably her that's him that supplied it to her in the first place. Like, nah.
Hey, take time over Bishop, man. Yo, Jamal, shout me out, man. I'll come over. When I come, we'll come and do a podcast with us. You know,
I'll speak to Sherry.
Listen,
but you know what though? I just checked. She's a Texian. So she's from Texas, which, you know what? It doesn't mean it makes sense, but you could tell a Texas person. But you know what though? I think and guys, if you want to see the rest of that kind of apology, if that's what she wants to call it, then please jump on YouTube and check it out. You can see her apology.
It's about 30, 40 seconds, bro. Yeah, it's not even long, bro.
It's probably the most saddest apology I've ever seen, really. And I mean, technically, she owes us no apology. I feel like she's done it for the need of her businesses and to keep her money going.
Right, you got boys.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, you and your missus is sitting there, mind your business.
Yep.
Yeah? Your son's just gone away, you know what I'm saying? And he's got some little noisy girl. Like, he's with...
You wouldn't be with someone like her.
Yo, his boys are not even out to proper baby school yet. But when you said, all I know say is that when you get it comes up on video, you get text off your brother. Yo, how can you still getting boxed up by his girl?
Yeah.
He say, how would your missus respond to that?
Oh, she'd be the one to have to hold back.
Yo,
she'd be saying, "Well done to my sons for not doing it. Leave it to mom to deal with." And my wife and my sisters and the female family members will be going for it. But
draw out the ears ring, bro.
You know what? Coming from a parent's perspective, my first thing was pride. I would want my son to kind of handle it with integrity.
Which Chris has done actually.
Which is completely done.
Christian has done, man. You know what I'm saying?
He's done a really good job of integrity of kind of like, because that's not an easy thing. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm sitting and watching, and when I've watched it, I'm like, could I sit back or just walk and let somebody just push me? I don't even like when someone cuts me up in traffic. You know what I mean? It's triggering. So to see that and him not do nothing, that's a really good attribute about his character. That says a lot more about him than it says about her. Because she was doing the most.
He's being stripped of his manhood publicly, and he's going he's got to go to work publicly. He does Olympics as a public face. People see him, can't hide, and then people don't know. Say your girl slaps you around like nothing else.
Yeah, that'd be thrown back.
Because that's ultimately, you know, we've discussed a number of times, you've emphasized a number of times, but it's not just men that cheat. And the reason what protects women from being found out for cheating is because it emasculates the men.
Yeah.
For the public to know that the wife has been cheating on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying?
I shouldn't even laugh. I'm laughing because when I said about you know, that same thing, I'm not gonna take away from this subject, but did you see that video circulating from Coldplay's concert? Where that couple got
oh my goodness! You know what? So he's big up where you've got the executive. Yes. Yeah. Bro, that was, you know what, bro? You're thinking, if you want, you catch your partner or your wife or your husband, if you're thinking, that's what you call catch, you know. Catch, bro. So catch that you can say, yeah, things are on the lawn, cut up. The keys are changed. Yeah. Sorry, my decision's taken out of my hands. You're not coming back in the house. You can't even get back in the yard, bro. Bro.
There's nothing worse than being caught by millions and millions of people.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, you had to go on like Jerry Springer to find out.
But when they couldn't even hold it, bro, man couldn't even pretend like it's woo.
Nah, his face was like, I'm done. I'm done. I got nabbed. I'm done. Apparently when I
My
was
girl
reading about
dived
it,
underneath the table.
she hid, man, and then was asking her friend at the side, like, yo, they're still watching. Like, that video was active. But I think, but I go to stuff like that when I talk about cheating and humility and stuff like that, because it just shows when you said like women cheat, like the guy was cheating too, but she's married. They're both married.
Both married.
Both married. You know what I mean? But I
At
think
work.
at work, man. You know what I mean? Like
Work thing.
You're not even getting no toil for that.
Yeah.
But I think going back to my girl's situation, I think she could have apologized if she meant it way better. Now, like you said, you asked me the question, if I was a parent and my son doing that, that happened to my son, how would I deal with it? I would definitely be talking to my son about how wow, I'm proud I am that he didn't hear. I'll be talking to him about how well he did in terms of being restrictive. But I'd also want other young boys to know, particularly other young black boys to know, actually, as hard as it is, it's doable not to fall into your emotions. Because the truth is, you watch the video, a few seconds later, the police turned up. If he struck her just once, he would have been in way more trouble than she would have been.
I think something about. Okay, this is getting into a real subject now. Yeah, right. Unfortunately, like, you know, there's been circumstances where women have responded in domestic abuse and actually have killed their partner. Yeah, because of years and years. I've known of cases where women have got a knife out, they're in the kitchen, and the man comes over, abuse them, and they lift that knife and stab him. Yeah, kill
after
him.
years.
You know what I'm saying? So, after years of abuse, there comes a time where people snap.
Yeah.
Now, the end of the day, guys, we reverse it. Yeah, and a man reverse it, and a man has the capacity to do a lot more damage without a weapon on a woman. Let's be, you know what I'm saying? And so you've got these women who actually think physically they're matched to men. Yeah, so Sha'Carri is one of the fastest women, the fastest women. She's tough, you know. I mean,
she's Margaret, but
you know what I'm saying? You know, but really, one uppercut from that brother, bro, she's going through the window.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, absolutely.
So the thing is, my concern, and I've been in spaces where a pastor's been concerned, where he goes, oh, right, you've handled it well, but you need space, because if she presses that wrong button, yeah. But if you just got that one too far, that one laugh too far, bro, and you have a break, and it breaks, you're getting knocked up. Black man. I mean, so if she was boxing 10 times and he just lift her off the floor by one uppercut, everything will be about Christian Coleman uppercutting her up in the air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It'll be focusing on, look at that man, he lifted her off the ground. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he could lift her from the ground, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? With an uppercut. I'm not advocating it, far from it. But the thing is, there comes a point where you will break. Men will break. And we need to create more opportunities and spaces for men to talk through this, whether it's in, again, we talk about private counselors and stuff like this. So this needs to be taught, because this is happening, bro. You know what I'm saying?
More than we realize.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And especially with the emasculation the emasculation of women. What do you mean? Is that the right word?
Yeah.
The emasculation of women. Yeah. It's like, for me, it's like it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
It is, and I think, you know, the truth is, I was just trying to look at one article as well about it to see, get more details, because she got away with it.
Yeah,
like she got arrested and nothing, but no further charges have been pressed.
Yeah,
like,
she lost no endorsements or nothing.
Man. Yeah, like she still got like her support, and she still got all the rest of this stuff, and people are wishing them both best wishes and trying to grow and blah blah. Now I feel like part of me is like, really, she should have lost the sponsorship.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean, like some financial impact should have been there. She can't. For me, that's not a great advocate for women, or if I had a daughter, any young daughters, because actually she's gone to kind of physical, domestic abuse, violence, quite a lot of violence on this dude in the public space, really going to try and hurt him. And I'm like, what can we learn from you? Because you're a great athlete and you've been blessed with God-given talent, but it shows that there's a side of you that you need some work on. And as much as she said she's going to get the work done, I just feel like that's a reactive statement to make because you got nabbed, because the work should have been done way before that happened, because I'm pretty sure that's been happening behind closed doors for years.
Bro, she you know, she got like issues, you know. She got 100% issues. She said, you know, like I said, she grew up with her grandma without a mom and being alive, and there's a lot of you know, probably even abandonment issues. You know, I mean, no lack of men. You know, I mean, men not being there to put a lack of protection. So there is going to be issues. I'm not going to, you know. And she could just say, "Oh, I'm going to go for one counseling session," and that's me doing my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, my concern with Christian, you know what I'm saying, and what I will say to people is that something we got to be really mindful is that this is the tip of the iceberg. What is actually going on there? Yeah. And there's a lot of men that are facing abuse at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? White, black, Asian, whatever color you are, and everybody hears the tipping point when the woman gets boxed up, but nobody sees that
when the guy,
when guy, just because woman you think you're weaker, you hitting a man and pushing a man around. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's cool. And this is not anti-women conversation. This is just an open conversation about what I'm seeing here, and it's a concern of mine. You know what I'm saying? Especially with these young men here today, then they don't have. You have these women going on, people call it butch or whatever way they call it. You know what I'm saying? You know, they you know, it's a scary batch of women coming through, bro.
You know, and I think there's a lot more, because you touched on it earlier, and it's something that I read a little bit about. They were talking about how today in society, a lot more women, and this isn't attacking you ladies, so please don't hear the wrong things. But a lot more women are being a lot more masculine now, more than ever. Because that they feel like there's a lack of male role models and there's a lack of men within their life.
They have to protect themselves.
So they have to protect themselves. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think there's been studies where a lot of women feel more vulnerable when they're going for the gym for a walk and working out. That you got these silly guys trying to attack them and doing different things. So they've got to make themselves more protective. And I think by doing that, there's a lot more testosterone in their kind of behavior, or not the testosterone, but more masculine behaviors that is producing what I was going to say, testosterone for some women. Now, they've been saying women do have a small level of testosterone, but not a lot. But they are starting to see that some women are starting to get a lot more of it, and are having to have them injections to drop it down because they're getting too man looking. But my point on that one is, I think today's society is really confusing, and I'm not saying it needs to be about the old rules of be the man, be the woman. I think things have changed, and responsibilities in the household, things have changed like that. But I think there's a lack of real role model for males, where they're just kind of, most of the role models that I've seen are not saying a lot. They're just more about action and just showing that you can make your money, you can do this. But there's no conversations for males where they're talking about, yo, guys, as men, it's okay to be crying. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be in touch with your emotions. It doesn't touch on your feminine side. You know what I mean? Like, we can cry. We can, like, my boys, when I see them, I don't hug them like, oh, how you doing? But it's the hand in, hugs in. Are you good, bro? My guys, I'm like, brother, you're right. Yeah, but like, are you good? How's your mental health? How's your well-being? That kind of real check-in. I think we've got the social norms of, how you doing, bro? You good? Yeah, all right, cool, man. We'll see, yeah, and that's it. And I think one of the things we say as well is, with domestic violence for men, which you touched on, I remember ages ago they were saying that the stats are lower than it should be because not a lot of guys feel confident to go forward to ask for the help. Because you go, if you was to go to your man and say, yo, bro, like my missus is pushing me or whatever, you get laughed out the room. Like, yo, you deal with it, bro. Just raise your hand, man. Man, do the thing, you know what I mean? And that's why a lot of guys don't do it, because social norms and society rules are kind of like, you don't get disciplined by your woman. Like, your woman can't do that. So I know that if we took that to our guys now, that video, and said, yo, fellas, what's your reaction to this one? If cameras were on us, they'd be like, yeah, man, Chris did the right thing, man. I wouldn't do that. Like, yeah, you just got to hold it down, keep emotions in check, blah, blah, blah. Turn the cameras off. Ask that same question, yo, fellas, this girl's pushing you around, blah, blah, what are you going to do?
Grips.
Knocking her up, bro. Yeah, like, yo, I'm going full Ike. Like, they would say all those different things, and then when you break into it, my pride would not allow me for a woman to kind of half my size to dictate and push me like that. Like, there's no chance. And I'm not saying that's okay, but that's when that's when you can have that conversation of, Or about domestic violence and blah, blah, blah and stuff like that. Now, if there's a conversation around, have you ever been bullied? And some guys be like, nah. But has your woman ever talked down to you? Has she ever tried to belittle you? Because ladies, and I don't mean this again in a venomous way, ladies are very good at sometimes manipulating or speaking down to guys to make guys feel very kind of weak, small, and because they know that the guys have got the size, so they've always got the language to kind of make that guy feel a bit little.
Yeah.
And I think for a lot of the guys will be like, well, I'm not going to touch her, I'm not going to hit her, but I don't know how to express my emotion, so I'm going to let her have this one and be vexed and then go and cheat and go and drink and go and do something stupid and then be like, you made me do it. And it's like, nah, she didn't. Like, you just didn't have the language or the skill to be able to deal with it.
Yeah.
And I feel like with this situation here now, it opens a really good conversation for people, particularly around domestic violence, and for those who can't struggle with their emotions to be like, okay, cool, well now you need to go and get help, because this time she got away with it. Like, she's pushed him, she's got a warning, and then she's back out doing the same thing again. But she done that to the wrong guy.
Yeah, man.
Someone's gone.
Yeah, man. And I think that that's something that as something, guys. You know, I hope that this is an open conversation, and I know on a station wise, I know I'm in the background talking to counselors and people that have been abused. Yeah. And we're gonna be doing some shows about this anyway, and we'll be looking down. You know what I'm saying? Talking to counselors, and this is a look into it. But we do have to move on a bit because I got another video. We did, but the thing is, bro, we have been before going to this one, we have been talking a lot about Shannon Sharp and. You know what I mean? Our favorite uncle, you know, Uncle Shannon, man.
Uncle
you know what I'm
Shannon.
saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The man had everything, people. Shannon just about to drop $100+ million podcasting deal, and the next day it was all. Somebody this young lady comes out with allegations in not the public or whatever, with private or citizens court or whatever. So we're not going through criminal charges, but we're just gonna do a civil thing. Basically, shock him down for some money.
Completely.
Yeah? You know what I'm saying? So she earned, of course she, because I haven't really looked into her name, but she has now taken to over 20 million, more than anybody earned in his whole American footballing career, off his hands, allegedly. Yeah. Now, I know a lot of people kind of backed away because she's a young white Caucasian woman. So a lot of people, like a lot of his, especially black women audience, just stepped off.
Yeah.
Lost all respect to the man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stepped off. He's got receipts of people warning him. You know what I mean? We know your age and whatever. All these things from different people he's been interviewed. You see the receipts out there and whatsoever. And he still kept 100. He kept his brand. He's been sacked by Disney, ESPN. You know what I mean? And he's basically just down to doing the nightcap and his podcast. But his views are terribly low because he lost a massive party, dropped big time. I'm not saying it's poor, but yeah, bro.
It's in the decline.
The numbers, yeah. So it could pick up, but it's amazing, you know. You see P. Diddy go through his thing, get caught out. You know what I'm saying? A black affluent top guy, another black top affluent black guy gets caught out. What is it with our black guys, you know? Do they feel like they got superpowers out there, bro, and can't get away with it? So I want to show a UK black guy who's got superpowers, bro.
I'm torn on this one. I've already said.
I'm like, yeah, show them. So this hit the airwaves, guys. You know what I'm saying? The other day, let me just set this up. Man, 1 second.
First of all, I just want to put my disclaimer out there.
What's the disclaimer?
That I'm a supporter of this guy. Not in what this is about though. But I like his God-given talent and his abilities.
His abilities, well.
In terms of he's a funny guy. So basically, we are talking about a comedian. Before this loads up, actually. They can see the name at the bottom now, innit? Yeah, they can. So it's not even been hidden anymore. So yes.
Yeah.
Allegations. Is it allegation or is it facts?
Yeah.
Of Mo Gilligan having a child with this young lady, and she's trying to call him out saying he's a deadbeat dad and he's kind of not done the right things. So Yeah, let's see what she's got to say.
Cool, my sister. Talk the thing.
Not my sister.
Talk the truth.
You're gonna have to excuse my face. I've just finally posted on Instagram like about my son's dad. So FYI, if you don't follow me on Instagram, don't blame you. Mo Gilligan is his, very much in quotation marks. And I've kept that, you know, 9 very long months of being pregnant on my own, bringing up my son on my own, you know, literally pretty much ignored his existence for like the vast. Has to get better. Like Rudy, my son, is so unbelievable. Like he's the most amazing little child. I know all mums can say that with their kid, but like he really is. Like he's such a fucking joy. I can't even tell you. What's ironic is what I found out today is in the same way that I found out that he had a new girlfriend when I was 12 weeks pregnant, which was just like I even had to do a DNA test, you know. That wasn't, you know, humiliating, sorry.
You are the father.
But she ain't putting no facts out there, though.
Like, I'm not telling you for the shits and giggles, do you know what I mean? Like, you really think I'd make it up that you... She's, like, proper gone with his kid. Like, could you not even just look after the one you've got properly? Like, try and parent the one that you already have. Like, try and be a dad. Mm-hmm. Without having before you have another one.
This is her perspective, though,
like,
isn't it?
He's 18 months old. So interesting because his mum, he used to check in sometimes, you know, and I always thought that's nice, you know, completely appreciate like things between me and her son aren't great. I don't really have an issue with that. But it's like that she would check in and ask how her grandson was doing. You know, lovely, great, would never stop that. And also FYI, I'd never stopped contact, I'd never done anything like that with Mo. And then everything stopped in like March, which I now see is when the other one announced their pregnancy. So yeah, fuck you, Mo Gilligan.
Wow.
And props to all the other single mums, especially the full-time single mums working out there. Because yeah, I had. If you're thinking I'm getting loads of money, I'm not. Just trying to make it through with their kids. Like, props to all of us. And if you are another deadbeat piece of shit, like, I don't know how you sleep at night.
Right, so this is she's going in, man, guys. I do apologize for the language, but yeah, sorry. But the thing is, you know, in the end of the day, still, yeah, this is the industrial language that we hear every time we go on social media, and it's a harsh reality. And we don't play. You know what I mean? End of the day, don't take any beeps because I hear too many beeps out of our own people. I'm saying, and pretend like they don't do it, but I don't do it anyway. But anyway, but either way, bro, listen to what she's saying. Yeah, so it's a bit. There's one aspect there still, yeah. We've another again. Why does the black guy get caught out like this still, yeah? And he will seem like an automatic villain because you know it's a white young lady and whatsoever. I know there's been some kickback on her personally, yeah, saying that because they're saying that she was told. Well, he said he don't want the baby, get rid of it. So why didn't she get rid of it? Yeah. Now. I'm not on that, yeah? I'm not on that at all. You know, end of the day, still dudes, yeah? If you got to be having relations, you know what I'm saying, with people. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And unprotected relations is, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is the ramifications. Why should a pitney die? Because, be murdered. Because of your selfish, because you just want to get full satisfaction of the moment. And this is why we encourage people, and this is why I love, you know, doing things the right way. You don't get caught up like this, you know what I'm saying, with, you know, this situation. Now, you might not like the woman, but why was you doing what you have to do with the woman anyway? Yeah. So, yeah, you know, end of the day, no matter where you are in life, there's an element of integrity you have to roll with.
That's
you know what I'm saying? You know, when you bring a life into this world, and she said it herself, and I would say to young ladies, stop chasing these clout men. It's not guaranteed money. I know we watch online, we see these American footballers, these women get children for them, and they all of a sudden make loads of money. It's not as much money as what you think it is. It's like a guaranteed bag. So she's assuming that Mo Gilligan's got a load of money, and we know in the show business, specifically in the UK,
probably has.
You know what I'm saying? But she's going like say she got not much in.
I mean, because I just checked because she's a model.
Yeah,
herself.
Go.
So she's got some money in her bank account. So she's not like
she's not poor. Like
she's not pouring on. She ain't begging on.
But
you know, here's my thing with this one, and I'm a bit torn because you know me already. I'm part of the community of the comedy, And I've read some stuff as well where some other comedians have said like stuff on Mo's kind of like character and stuff like that. And you don't know what the person's like until you kind of in their presence. Yeah. He's a piece of trash. Right? He's a Texian. But what I would say, here's my thing with these kind of situations, because it's not the first time we've seen it, where you've got a woman coming out and talking about how bad the guy is. Here's my first thoughts, when I saw this one. If he's bad, and you're not happy about him, why go public? Like, what was you hoping for the public to do? Like, are we gonna rally behind you now and be like, yay, how dare you? Like, I think this thing is, when it comes to the black community, UK, I think, there's a system first in the UK, TV-wise, where it's almost like one in, one out. So before Mo Gilligan, it was Richard Blackwood. For Richard, it was
Andy
Lenny
Peters.
Henry. Andy Peters never really made it. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, Andy Peters, Andy Peters was like, woohoo. He was never in. Like, but I feel like
he was that guy.
He tried. But I think there was too many to contend with, and I think we've always have that. But I think for TV comedy,
okay, cool. I get you.
There was him, you know what I mean? And I think Trevor Nelson's always going to be one of the godfathers for R&B music. And
Lenny Henry.
Lenny Henry was like Lenny Henry. Then you had Richard Blackwoods. Then you've got Mo. Like, we've had a long gap where there's been a representation of a comedian black guy who's done well and brought people through and done anything. You know what I mean? Now, because of that, I don't think you're going to get a lot of people backing you by cussing out Mo, saying you've done wrong. I think a lot of people, sadly, whether it's right or wrong or on his side, they're like, yeah, but it makes me laugh. He was on the Big Nasty show. He's funny. Well, I'm for him. And then there's that kind of, and again, I'm just going to say as it is, that kind of indirect racism of, as black, I don't know if it can be classed as racism, but that indirectness as black people will be like, but why her, Mo? Like, there's a whole bag of sisters.
Why have we got...
Why? And then, but she falls into that bracket of another white lady who's had a child with a black guy who's now publicly outing him, because there's a lot of black women who probably would have gone through the same thing and probably done it through WhatsApp and left it at that. They ain't going to go to the big situations of putting up on social medias and blamming it out and blah, blah, blah. You'd be like, you know what, he's workless, but you're not safe, whatever. I'll look after my youth. Done you. Do your thing. I'll look after my youths and done. You know what I mean? And I think there's that danger that we keep having now where we've got successful black men. I'm going to do that for a little bit, where they go with white women because I don't know if they think it's safe or they think it helps with their success levels. And then they're going to do stupidness. And then that same lady is going to go and out them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think when we talk about why do black guys keep doing that, I think the focus shouldn't always be on why do black guys do that, because there are some black guys who've been with black women who've held it down for years. You know what I mean? Like Method Man is someone that comes to mind. Tim Campbell from the Dragon's Den. I'm trying to think now. I'm struggling.
I was like going, come on,
I was putting out some names.
One, two. I go, oh, sugar.
You know what? Nah, in fairness, they got Babatunde. There's got to be quite. Nah. It's the worst. What? Listen, if we're talking about foolism, he is the leading guy. Listen, man, I'm not even going to change this show today, but Will Smith's in that same book that I will put flipping Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry and his wife?
No, man, Tyler Perry ain't got no wife, but he's got Pitney.
Jamal Bright.
Jamal Bright is definitely also in that book.
Just getting married again.
Dash of Fire and them guys.
I'm just giving you the names,
They're
bro.
not the names that we want. Like, they're the names that we run away from. Like, why can it happen? Nah, I shouldn't say that. But you know what, though? And you're right. I think if you've got a child, man up, do responsibility, look after you. You know what I mean? Like, do the things.
Whichever way it is.
But then there's also saying that is, and this is a protection that maybe some mums need to be thinking about, is if that guy's no good in your life, do you want that influence around your child? And sometimes by doing bad, you're doing good. And I know it sounds harsh to say, but if he's a piece of rubbish now and he's not doing any better, then why should that be the burden of the child? I think personally,
just move on.
Raise your child, man. Look after your life. Do well. Find somebody who genuinely wants to be part of your life and look after you. Be a husband for you. Will take in your child and be a perfect father for that child. and create new life, man. And make Mo be the one that has to beg rather than you begging to be like, hey, we're over here. Like,
yeah, nah. I hear, but like I'm talking from a perspective of somebody who my parents are both there on whatsoever. So, you know, I'm growing up and then I'm seeing youngsters who young men and women are going through scenarios of their partners not being in the children's life consistently. I always say, just go through court, press the buttons, agree the amount through court, because emotion will take you, and just take the money. Whoever's looking after the child, whether it's the man or the woman, you take whatever percentage that's been agreed legally to be the pitney, and when that person decides to be in that pitney life, then we can talk again. But for now, just get the money. You know what I'm saying? To get the money legally. That's what I just always encourage. Don't get caught up with, oh yeah, he's gonna come by every first month. He said he's gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, dude, you're gone with that woman. Dude, okay, I'm going through the courts. Agree 2% or not 2%, 10% of your earnings each month or end of, you know what I mean, who's been agreed to work it out, and I take that out of your account. And I'll let the authorities deal with that. That's how I'm not saying that's great advice, but that's how I would advise now. Not just leave him and let him decide to dash the money and come in and yeah, man, I got some extra tips today, so let me drop by one, babes. And maybe stay over for extra couple hours. We know the vote is gonna go down, bro. Stay over your yard. Stay with your new wife. Don't come down here because I know man's take the mick with that.
Here's where I might get crossed.
Yeah, go.
I would say
go.
If you need the money,
go.
Then everything you just said, absolutely do it. Go take him to court, get that settled. If you don't need the money, don't bother.
No.
And
get
you know
the
what?
money, bro. Get the money.
You know what? And I think there's that
man
danger.
Need to pay.
Man. I feel there's that danger
put that in that in the trust fund. If you don't need the money, but at least put it in his trust fund so they can take the money at the dad and then basically or the mom, whoever's gone about the business, because women do go about the business, take the money out their hands so the children can go and buy a house.
I know that shit, but how can I get my own house, man? I think just because it's entitled doesn't necessarily mean like I said. There's nothing to be gained. Like the money he might get for his life as a child, that's cool. Like, yeah, he can. I don't think no money is going to be able to account for the missing opportunity what that dad has missed out in his life. He wasn't there.
Yeah.
He's a big public figure. People know who he is. It's more embarrassment on his legacy and who he is than it is a need for that child. That child is going to be that. Yeah, actually, dad, and he's not. If he hasn't come to kind of deal with you, then it doesn't matter how much money you're going to get. He could give you $1 million and yeah, you can buy your house, but then you're taking something off him that helps you with the house. Yeah, it's nice, that's wonderful, but there's no attachment there to him. There's no father relationship there. And I think he can get a house. His mum looks like she's someone who wants to work right enough to look after her own family and build that and get your own house. So when he comes with his money, he say, Dad, I don't need your money. In fact, there's nothing you can invest here. Like you didn't invest your time. You didn't invest your moments. You wasn't available. So your money can't do anything. And I think the problem with sometimes with that money is if he did give the money, then it feels like he's got a place to say like, son, here's where we didn't do blah, 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 but here's some money now. It doesn't appease for it, man. Like if he wants to be a dad, get involved now. Like you don't have to have a relationship with the mum. If you're going to have a relationship with the mum, say, listen, until our child's 18, let's just keep it peaceful. I will meet you, I'll take him, I'll do what I got to do. I've prepped separate clothes over here. There's separate clothes over there. We have separate lives. We're not doing family holidays. But if he's not going to do that, there's no point, man. There's no point. Look at, I'll tell you another person who that impacted where he wasn't really in their life and it's called drama. Brian McKnight. So Brian McKnight, 2 boys, got remarried. His oldest son passed away.
Whoa, man bought out the McKnight, you know.
Bro, oldest son passed away.
Yeah.
And bag of people are like, but you weren't active in your son's life. And now Brian McKnight's got to try and account for, I was trying to be in his life, but those of you guys stopped me from getting in. You blocked me, blah, blah, blah. So there's that to and fro of, okay, cool, but where was you? And it's messy and it's like, okay, well, the point is, your son's passed and you weren't there, regardless of what kind of political drama you want to go through. Yeah. And that's the same drama you got for the kid. And if we're looking to protect children and she looks to look after her child, she can't take away from the fact she just jumped online and talked about he's getting married now, he's got a new you, blah, blah, blah. You'll prefer this one over this one. Stop all that, man. Like, your mum, protect your child. Bun you over there. Do what you're doing. I'm looking after my youth. If finance is an issue,
take your money. Get your money. issues, you know,
money, man.
get your money.
Bun him, keep
Get
your money.
Get him money because if you know what I mean, because you know, don't get me wrong, you know, not all man can afford things, but these rich dudes, yeah, when the man, I've seen too many guys, you know, make mistakes, you know what I mean? They make mistakes, you know what I mean? And the child is not a mistake, so guys, it's not to do with the child. But the thing is, when they try to be in the children's life, and the woman says it's this or this, this is no, not on them terms. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And you cannot even put money on yourself, and you already got whatever money you're making. They're just taking it out and whatever liquid that you have. Yeah. Big Mo Gilligan. I'm not saying he's got millions in his account, but he's in a better situation than a lot of other people. Yeah. Pay you. If the man on the street has to pay, why can't he be chased down?
I think the man on the street doesn't have to pay.
That's
another
mate.
show.
That's
another show.
Listen,
but you know, it brings Dwight York feelings, but I'm not going to go into that one today.
Yo, did he not pay?
Dwight York?
Yeah.
No.
Why did he pay?
I don't know. There was that drama in it, but then again, that's an awkward one for me because in my head I was thinking, why Katie anyway?
Oh, goodness sake.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Big
up Harvey. But anyway, we've come to that time of the show. But guys, if you've got any comments to drop, then please drop in. Also, can we give a big shout out to the One Extra family, because of all you guys been nominated as well, haven't we?
Oh, boy, there's about 8-9 nominations for the
solid crew amount of people getting nominated for awards, man. So thank you to those of you that nominated all the DJs, presenters, and all the different people doing their show. It's a big up. Also, big up. I think I've done it already, but I'll do it again. Big up to Nikki Tapper, not only for getting an award, but MBE, man. Like, our own Nikki Tapper has an MBE. I'm gonna cut this part of the video and put that on my socials. But big up to Nikki for absolutely smashing what she's been doing for years in the community.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
hosting.
Youths, man.
Yeah, man. She's been holding it down at BBC and many events that people are doing. She was one of the people that supported me in my early career of hosting and doing comedy stuff. So it went to a very great person who deserved that award, I would say. So
100%.
Absolutely big up, and we're honored to have her as part of the family. So thank you. Also, guys, we have got merch, as you can see. Roger here modeling. So forget those dry t-shirts you keep getting from the local shops. Support what we do here at Affinity Xtra, and please help with the merch, man. And you know what, you can be part of the team with the stuff that you're wearing too, man. So thank you so much for listening, subscribing, and getting involved. We do see the comments you guys say and the things we get involved in. We are always honored to have you guys part of the team.
Brilliant. Yeah. 100%, man. 100%.
So guys, have a blessed one.
Bro. Yeah, man, blessings.
Enjoy and take care. Peace.
Hi, and thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment, and make sure that you're sharing the videos and watching so much more. We have loads of content for you. I hope you enjoy. See you soon.